Yes, sir. We're back again with another episode of From Downtown. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. And as you can tell by the fucking whisper in my voice, I'm trying to be inconspicuous inside of the best restaurant and bar downtown, which is called The Vintage. If you don't know what The Vintage is, I suggest you look it up on your maps and come down here and get some good food and good drinks and enjoy yourself. But enough of the shameless plugs. Honestly, I feel that baseball has been one of MLB baseball has been one of our biggest talking points for this podcast, and I think that I am knowledgeable on baseball. I played at a high level, never made it to the MLB, of course, but I've played on the college level, and I've seen things, I've seen people make it through. I've seen most of the people I grew up with, they're still in like AAA, AA ball right now, so I think their time is coming to be called up as well, but I really feel like I'm knowledgeable when it comes to things like baseball, but yesterday kind of proved me totally correct, and I from there I couldn't expect another day as perfect as that one. But like I said, yesterday the Yankees ended up blowing out the Astros. Verlander went out there and did exactly what we thought he would. I told you I thought he would have a good game, but it's no in between. But I'm like, he's one of the pitchers that have a true, like, the disparity between him at his best and him mediocre is so bad. It's like it's a night and day difference when he's on the mound, and when he's pitching great, it's fuck, the Astros can beat anybody. But that's anybody with a great pitcher. I mean, like, and when you are pitching good, you can beat anybody. But when you're not, it's hard to be the person or the bearer of bad news when it comes to like the Astros probably not making the playoffs or not even being second or third in their division. I think they're bottom two right now. I think the Athletics are better than them, and that's just. I'm not even being biased. I'm not being biased by no stretch of the word, and it's like I just think their teams that's better than them right now, and it's going to take a lot for them to get out of this slump. Honestly, after yesterday, I feel more and more inclined to say that they will be sellers coming to the trade deadline. Honestly, it takes a lot to be a winning baseball team, and when you kind of realize the writing on the wall, especially when you have big contract players, coming up for their contract deals and on their contract years and whatnot, it's hard to really accommodate those guys when you're not winning. So you kind of get rid of your stars and kind of rebuild and start over, and I think the Astros are coming into that arena just like the Mets are. But we're actually doing all right. We're winning. So it might take the Astros another couple years to get back to what they were. I give them like 2-3 years to get back to what, that powerhouse like last year and the year before and the year before that. I just feel like it's going to take some more. It's not going to take a big splash like during this trade deadline, or it's going to take like a lot of farm development, a lot of development from the young guys who's already there to just improve drastically. The Astros are one of the best hitting teams. We talked about this yesterday. One of the best hitting teams in the MLB. The pitching is where things go terribly wrong, and honestly, that's something that can be mended and fixed. But I just think it takes more than getting a new starter or getting two arms for your bullpen. It takes more than that, and I just think they have to figure out a way to get the pitching right. I'm not saying pitching mechanics. I'm not saying pitching for contact. I'm just saying, like, I truly feel like the 5 people that they have starting, 2 of them probably shouldn't be starters. Spaghetti, who's pitching tonight, Arrighetti. I don't want to call my dog Spaghetti, but I call him Spaghetti on him because he's like, dog, whenever he's on the mound, he's giving up 3-4 runs easily. And the Astros are really one of the, like I said, they're one of the best offensive teams, but you would never see it if your pitcher is constantly giving up 3-4 runs. You put in a bullpen arm, he's giving up 2 runs. We're already down 6-0, so it doesn't matter what my bats can do unless we're up fucking 10-0. In terms of winning that game. So moving on, thinking about today, in the present, what we have coming up later. Baseball is very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, obviously it started earlier today, but baseball for today is going to be a little fried. This should be fried. That should be a good word to put it. At 5:38, the Texas Rangers, who are playing against the Athletic right now, will have the second game of their doubleheader against the Athletics. The Athletics has Osvaldo Beto on the mound going up against Jack Leiter. Leiter got called back up. This is his second start in the MLB, his first one. I think he had like a great first inning, and then he went out there and gave up like 6 runs. It honestly, it wasn't his fault. If I don't know if you remember that game, or if you ever watched the fucking Jack Leiter game, or if you had watched the Rangers play, but that game was very close. That game had a few errors in which I feel like Jack Leiter gave up more runs than he should have. If he gave up 7 or 8, he probably should really have counted for 4 of them. It shouldn't have been 7 or 8. Should have been more along the lines of 3 or 4. But most of the things that Jack Leiter does well, he did well to get called right back up to, where he is now. And I don't feel like he's going to come in tonight against a low Athletics team. Not necessarily low. They're playing some of the best baseball, but not necessarily a good hitting team in the Oakland A's. So I feel like you can catch them tonight. Get out in front early if you're the Rangers, and just let Jack Leiter have a good day, and throw the pitches he wants to, and not necessarily has to. Just let him develop as a young ace pitcher, in which he's going to be in the next fucking 2-3 years, 4 years. So yeah. Speaking about that game, the first game of this doubleheader is right now 4-5. So they're scoring a lot of runs. The Rangers are up. So the only thing here for me to say is that actually doesn't happen in the second game. Whenever doubleheaders happen, I tend to go either or. So if I pick a over for the beginning, I'll pick a under for the second game. So I just think that depending on the Athletics bullpen, it's going to be more of a battle to me in that second game than what it is right now. It's a battle, of course, but it's 5-4, and everybody's been hitting, everybody's been scoring. Yeah. I don't think the second game of the doubleheader goes over 7 to 8 runs. Next game at 5:40, I think it was the Diamondbacks at the Reds. The Diamondbacks are looking like for one of the. No, I'm not finna do this. I'm not gonna do this for the Diamondbacks again. No, the Diamondbacks are playing exactly how we expected them to play. Jordan Montgomery is on the mound tonight against Graham Ashcraft for the Reds. The Reds can definitely score. I don't think they have in this series so far, so I wouldn't be surprised for a big night out of them against somebody like Jordan Montgomery. I think Jordan was with the Rangers too a while back, but it's like he's definitely a 3 to 4 strikeout type of guy. Like, he's not giving you 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts. He's giving you low strikeouts, but maybe some poor contact. He might give up 4 hits at the same way, but give you 3 strikeouts. So, I think that tonight the Reds hit better than what they did yesterday, because I think Zach Gallen only gave up 3 hits through 6 innings. So hopefully the Reds don't fucking shit a brick again and only get 3 hits through 6. I mean, I don't think Zach Gallen was dealing that great. He only had 6 Ks, but the Reds just were unlucky with their offense yesterday, and I feel like today it probably changes for the better, and that's what I would like to say. I think this game goes over 8 runs. Yeah, 2 teams that can really score. The Reds haven't done it yet in this series, so I feel like if any day, they feel like they can do it, they'll do it tonight, especially going up against Jordan Montgomery. Next game that I want to talk about baseball-wise is at 5 as well. The Orioles going up against the Nationals. The Nationals have definitely been a +1.5 covering team for me. Like, I feel like you can damn near smash the +1.5 whenever they play anybody. I don't feel as if they are bottom tier anymore, or bottom of the barrel NL teams. Like I don't feel like they're the bottom no more. So I feel honestly, I think I saw like a stat that they're 500 for the first time since like I don't even remember July 19, July 20, 21, 20. It was something like that. It was like a teen damn near, and I was like, damn, they haven't been 500 since damn near getting rid of Juan Soto. But like looking at that, it's like this team has actually been playing way better. Tonight, I definitely would not take the +1.5 only because I'm a Kyle Bradish fan. So I think that Bradish goes out there and have a fucking great game. I think he sees like 5 to 6 Ks, but I can definitely see him getting hit late into like his goal. So like that early late fourth inning, he might be coming off the mound if the Nationals are doing what they've normally done, and that's hit the ball. They hit the ball amazing. Lane Thomas, fucking C.J. Abrams, like I truthfully was not expecting this from the Nationals, but it's kind of some things that I guess moving forward you can be more not hesitant but more confident about. Yeah, there we go. You can be more confident about picking the Nationals moving forward. Lane isn't playing tonight, so Luis Garcia, C.J. Abrams. Yeah, definitely looking at this lineup, I don't feel like they win tonight, but I do think that Kyle Bradish has, gets 5 to 6 Ks, especially going up against some guys who probably, are rotational players, utility guys. The last game, baseball-wise, that I want to talk about is the Mariners at the Twins. The Twins are pitching Chris Paddock, while the Mariners are putting out one of my favorite guys to bet on, George Kirby. Honestly, looking at this game, I think the Twins the Mariners actually stay under 8 here. George Kirby is definitely one of the best pitchers in baseball right now. Definitely not giving up walks, definitely not giving up runs. So any way that you feel like they could score easily, it's not happening tonight. So I think that this game definitely stays under that 8-9 runs, that run threshold. George Kirby goes fucking crazy in my mind. I'm thinking about taking it wildly. 8 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts. Just I'm thinking George Kirby is the strikeout leader for the day after this. But like I'm saying, I think the Mariners win this game because of who's on the mound for them. Chris Paddock does give up a lot of untimely hits, a lot of home runs. So I do feel like the Mariners could jump out early or jump out, after that first 5 when it's 0-0. I think the first 5 could actually be 0-0, especially with these two on the mound. But at some point, Chris Paddock is going to get hit, and hopefully it's not a 3-run grand slam, like 3-run blast grand slam type of thing, to where we could definitely still be good with the under here. So yeah, that's an under type of game to me, and I'm taking George Kirby to have a fucking field day against the Twins. That's all I have for baseball for today, because honestly, basketball is solo. I think there's only one game tonight at 7. The Pacers are playing the Knicks. That game, the first game, that is Monday, shocked me from the terms of seeing the Knicks being able the Pacers being able to enact their will onto the fucking Knicks. Like, when the Pacers got the running, I saw the Knicks not get flustered, but they were like, fuck, we gotta run too. We gotta push it on the fast break. We gotta get it off the rim and go, 90 feet and just fucking make the play. No, I don't think at any point they should try to keep up with the Pacers. But I do think the Pacers have the ability to speed their ass up. And that's something I haven't seen from a lot of teams during this playoff run, that is. I'm saying a lot of teams. They only played one. I haven't seen that from the Sixers. Definitely didn't speed them up. They played slow. They played inside of themselves. They played great defense. They did things on the defensive end which turned into offense. And I saw that a lot in the fourth quarter, which kind of propelled them to win that game Monday. Because honestly, the Pacers, The Pacers should have won that game. I don't know if the refs were like, nah, or it was legit those turnovers late in the game and dumb fouls late in the game, that I mean, which kind of turned the tide. I think the Pacers were damn near a kickball violation from winning that game, because I don't think Neesmith kicked the ball. I think his hand was out, in the defensive guard position, and he threw his leg out, so it looked as if he kicked the ball, but I feel like the contact, incidental contact, came from his hand. So there, I think that shouldn't have been called. And I think there's like 40 seconds left in the game at that point. You're coming down the court. You're when that happens, I think they were up one. I think the Pacers were definitely up one when the kickball violation happens. 40 seconds to go, they're up one. Violation happens, he gets the ball back or whatnot. They go down there and I think they score a layup. Switches back. Pacers moving back down the court, down one with like 20 seconds to go. And Miles Turner sets a flat screen at the top of the key, more alongside towards the wing, like moving towards the wing. For Tyrese, he comes off. DiVincenzo flops, falls, whatever you call it, and it's an offensive foul on Miles Turner. So they were definitely one fucking play away from beating the Knicks, which is why tonight I would definitely like to go with the over, because I don't want to do the under again. But I would definitely take the number down to like 205, 206. Take the over here. Tyrese Halliburton definitely had a bad game last game. I think he had like 6 points and 8 assists. I think he has a double-double tonight. I think the Pacers do enough. I think the Pacers do enough to keep the game either close, in between like 5 and 6 points, or to actually beat the Knicks tonight. Looking at that last game, I really think the Pacers should have won that. And that was a filler game, of course, but I think they felt enough pause. They felt enough of the Knicks to be like, yeah, we could definitely run them out the gym at some point during this series. I don't know which game it's going to be, but at some point they're going to run the Knicks out the gym just from sheer dominance of being able to attack on the fast break and score at will with, bench players. Like, I think the Knicks playing 7. Thibodeau has always did that shit, so it's not like he's doing something fucking new. But he's playing 7 players, 2 guys that Anunoby coming off the bench, or who else coming off the bench? I can't even fucking tell you. Deuce McBride. But it's like, honestly, man, the Knicks are fucking feeding off of Jalen Brunson being the best Jalen Brunson. Like, this fucking run Jalen Brunson is on is otherworldly. Jalen Brunson is definitely a superstar. Jalen Brunson is definitely one of the best point guards in the NBA right now. If Jalen Brunson doesn't get 40 points tonight, they lose. They lose. I can stand on that, because it's like his points right now are probably at something fucking ridiculous, 33 and a half, 34 and a half. If he doesn't get 40 tonight, I think they might lose. So yeah, I give him that. But other than that, like I said, I think the Pacers have a big game. I think Miles Turner has one of those games. Aaron Neesmith had a big game. We called that one, but it was just the fact that I feel like he could have did more. I think I had him for 15. I think he finished with like 11. But I had him for 15 just off the sole fact that I thought that he would be able to attack like DiVincenzo. But it was hard for him to find ways to attack, or find the angles to attack, to be honest. But other than that, that's all I have tonight for the sports for today. Moochie should be calling later, as well as Lazy, about our Smoke Break Wednesday episode, which will be done from upstairs somewhere. But right now it's too fucking hot. But other than that, that's everything we have today from downtown. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank y'all for tuning in.